Hey guys, welcome back to Chuckin'. I got another rifle review for you here today. I'm sure you're not sick of hearing me say that. Every time I pop on here, I've got a new rifle for you guys to check out. This is Seekins PH2. This one happens to be in 300 PRC. As you recall, I've got this exact same rifle in 6.5 PRC, and I've liked it so much I wanted to pick up one in the Big Brother cartridge in the PRC family, and that is obviously the 300. You guys watched this earlier this year. Eric took a whitetail with my Bergera HMR Wilderness in 300 PRC. Excellent shooting rifle. I really like that thing, but it's just a brick to carry around. This thing only weighs 7.2 pounds naked, and I wanted something a little lighter to carry around the woods with. So obviously lightweight is key when you're backpacking somewhere, or even honestly walking 100 yards to your tree stand. The less weight you got to carry, the less fatigue you have, and obviously the easier you can actually handle the rifle. One thing that I really liked about this rifle with my 6.5 was the factory trigger. It's a Timney Hunter Elite, and they set it at 2.5 pounds right from the factory, but I actually turned it down, and I got it right at 1 pound 4 ounces. I got it down to full safety still. It's easy to set. There's a single set screw on the inside, piece of cake to set. Same style bolt as the other one, Gen 2 bolt in the Pro Hunter 2s. Super smooth. I take and clean all my rifles when I first get them, and this one's no exception. I took the entire rifle apart down to the action. Obviously I didn't unthread the barrel or anything like that, but I took and cleaned out all the factory oils, that sort of stuff. I took off the Picatinny rail, remounted that with blue Loctite, make sure everything's nice and secure, set the torque values. Same thing for the action screws as well. I set the torque values properly to that. Then of course I adjusted the trigger while I was in there. Took care of that right off the get-go. I cleaned the bore, just real lightly. I didn't scrub on it or anything like that. I just took the normal, precautionary measures. I've used actually some break-free powder blast down there, cleaned it out just to get some of the junky stuff out of there and start out with a fresh bore pretty much. So that's what I do with all my rifles first and foremost. But as I was saying, what I really like about this rifle too in the PRC family is that they give you these carbon fiber magazines. This thing, as I said in the other video, is an absolute beauty. It's just a beautiful piece of art, honestly, that they give you with this thing. It holds 3 rounds with the PRC family, 6.5 or 300. And as you can see, there's a huge spacing there up front that you can take your hand loads then and work with. You're not limited by magazine length or anything like that, so you can really finesse your load to where you want it to be at, whether you want to be 10 thousandths off the lands, 20, 30, 40, or if you really honestly want to touch the lands, you can do it in this magazine without having to be limited and having to single feed or anything like that. So that's a huge advantage. So that's pretty much it of my spiel here. We're shooting factory Hornady match 225s. I do not have a hand load worked up yet for this rifle, but I will obviously be doing that here in the future. But this is one cartridge we do actually have some factory stuff for, so we're going to try that for you today and see what kind of groups we can get. As you saw in the other video, we had a hand load worked up that was actually for a Savage Ultralight, and clearly it wasn't built for that rifle, but it actually shot less than MOA, or sub MOA rather, even with a load that wasn't even built for that rifle. So we're hoping this one, obviously, once we get a bore sight, we're going to shoot 2 or 3 shot groups for you today and see what she can do. I do have the chronograph set up as well, so we can see what kind of velocities we're getting out of this 26-inch barrel. So I'm going to take you guys downrange looking at the target, and we'll be right back with you. Well, as I say in every other video, she can shoot. This thing is a freaking hammer. I thought my dad's 270 short mag Seiko shot and kicked your shoulder off pretty bad, but this thing is a whole nother level. I've shot a lot of rifles in my day. I've never shot like really big bore calibers like, safari type calibers or anything like that, but for a centerfire hunting rifle, this thing is a freaking hammer. it smacks your shoulder, but my God, look at that group. That is shots number 3, 4, and 5 out of the barrel. We cleaned it out, bore sighted it, shot 2, did not clean it again, shot these 3 right here, and then Dad shot 1, 2, 3. And his group here is actually, his 2 shots are actually tighter than my 3-shot group. And his first one, he goofed up. He knew that he shot a little prematurely, and he wasn't quite holding on to the thing like he should have been. But even with that, it's sub-MOA group, but then his 2 are actually literally in the same hole. Speed-wise, I only measured mine, bore sight, and then my 3-shot group. 2747 overall speed, 46 extreme spread, 18 feet per second standard deviation. That's way better than how it shot out of my Christensen and my Bergera as far as factory goes, speed-wise and group-wise. That's probably the best factory group load I've ever shot out of any testing. 6.5 Creedmoors, Tikas, anything caliber-wise, that's probably the best group I've ever shot out of a factory gun, especially being brand new, not broken in, straight out of the freaking box, man. I'm not trying to make this up. You happen right in front of your eyes. So, Seekins ain't paying me to say that either. I went down to Euro Optic. Kyle, the manager down there, helped me out. He's got me set up with a rifle. Bought that scope from him. Got the new Armageddon gear rear bag, and came out here, 2 foot of snow, 26 degrees out, and shot this group. So, really, really happy with that thing. Honestly, can't wait to start hand loading for this thing to see if it can do even better. Group wise, I don't care if it does better than that. If it can do that every day but get a little bit better speeds out of it, more consistency wise, I'll be super happy. So glad with the purchase, happy with that. And again, thanks to Kyle from Euro Optic for helping us out. Really awesome customer service and just a great store to go to. Had everything in stock, piece of cake, walked in out of there an hour and a half, and good to go. Let us know what you think in the comments. Obviously, we're not doing a lot of shooting here today, but give us your thoughts in the comments. If you guys have a Seekins or plan on getting one, just let us know what you think, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.